Hello and welcome to Ottawa in the Know. I'm your host, Julie Findlay. Today we're celebrating community, creativity, and connection, from supporting mental health and making music and learning accessible to festive food, art, and students. Building confidence on the ice, this hour is full of inspiration and hands-on fun. So stay put, you're not gonna want to miss a moment. But we're gonna start off with, as the day's getting shorter and the holiday season brings both joy and a little bit of stress, it's more than important than ever to check in on ourselves and on each other. So joining us at the start of the show is Alice Lurie, owner of Fireside Psychotherapy, to share insights on mental health during this time of year and how we can stay connected with loved ones. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's getting darker, and you're absolutely right. There's that moment in time where you need to check on others and check on yourselves. Your clinic is fantastic. What are you hearing from people this time of year?
Well, everything from the despair at going out to work in the dark and coming home in the dark.
Absolutely.
To, we treat kids as young as 4, and we treat senior citizens, but kids are surviving tests, scared about exams. Parents are stressed about stressed out kids. Teachers are stressed about stressed out parents.
Yeah.
So that's a whole aspect of school. And then the holidays are coming. And for some people, the holidays are beautiful and filled with light. But for so many people, they're missing someone that was at the table last year. Mm-hmm. Or they're seeing a relationship that's not where they want it to be right now. Or, for example, all our federal employees are worried about their jobs.
Yeah.
Can I afford what I want to give my loved ones? Can I give them the Christmas? Am I able to even stay centered and think about who I'm with and what I'm doing? Or am I really worried about tomorrow?
Okay, you really touched on quite a few things there. And where to start? So where to start is, how does someone ask for help in those times?
Well, there's a combination. Talk to people you care about, reach out. Ottawa has a ton of helplines, and then places like Fireside, we're always here to catch you and support you. Our focus is that strong individuals make for strong families, and strong families make for strong communities.
Okay, so you're making a real connection. So is it a wraparound approach that you go for? Okay, so tell us a bit about that.
Well, we have clinicians that specialize in children and adolescents. We've got clinicians that specialize in family and couples, and one of my specialties is step families. Boy, is that hard at the holiday season.
Okay, I know, and sometimes we put a lot of comedy into that, which is one way of dealing with it. But what are some tips, or what should people be looking for in order to know those sort of triggers to help them through the holidays?
It's really good to be aware of the things that make you sad and the places you can find joy. And sometimes those are intermingled, right? Sometimes we can take those memories that have been joyous, that are tinged with loss, but work through the loss by picking up the joy.
Okay, I know, I like that. And is it just easy as finding that joyful moment? Or is there something else you can do in between? Is it a pause?
Sometimes it's a pause, and really, a lot of the time, it's the story we're telling ourselves.
Oh.
Narrative therapy is one example of a great therapy where we look at the story we're telling ourselves right now, and we invite ourselves to shift it. So sometimes the story is, I could never feel happy again making Christmas cookies without so-and-so. Mm-hmm. But the story could be, every time I make cookies, I have fond memories of doing it with my mother, with my father, with my brother, with my child.
Yeah, that's lovely. No, that's a really nice perspective. And you are talking about quite a few therapies, and you have a wide, fantastic team of therapists. What are some of the specialties that some of your therapists offer?
So we have play therapy for children. We have integrated and dynamic for adolescents through adults. We offer the Gottman method for couples.
Oh, stop. What is that about?
Oh, well, John and Julie Gottman have studied couples for more than 40 years, and they provide a great evidence-based approach to helping couples improve their communication skills, most importantly, how to fight in a way that protects the relationship. Because we all fight with people that we love.
Yeah.
But there's fighting, and then there's fighting with compassion and care.
Fighting with compassion and care, that is fantastic. Okay, because that might happen over the holidays. So what are a few tips you want to give viewers sort of over the holidays when they're walking into that room, and like you said, with that narrative or with that person that they are always in that room? How can they change that a bit?
Well, one thing that we can always change is if we're already really angry, it's a bad time to start a conversation. Did you know that how the first 2 to 3 minutes of a confrontation goes usually determines the outcome?
Oh, okay. How so? The tone or the...
The tone, the energy, the mood. If we have something that we need to solve with somebody and we approach it with the expectation that we can be a team and figure it out, it's going to go well.
Okay. That seems simple and logical. That is good. We've covered quite a bit, Alice. With just a minute to go, what does your whole team offer to everyone in Ottawa over these holidays? Because I think some people will need that time to want to reach out.
Well, we're available to book appointments by phone or over our website or by email. We are, I think, closed sort of from the 24th until the 1st, but we're open the rest of the time. We've got folks that really are ready to hold people's hands and help them walk through some of those difficulties.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. It's a lot to think about, a lot to learn, and so much to do. Everyone, make sure you take time to take care of yourselves and others over the holidays. Thank you so much for joining us, Alice. We'll be back soon with more.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Welcome to Community News and Events on Rogers TV Channel 22. I'm Astar Rahbar. Celebrate this season at the Holiday Roots Market. It takes place November 29th and 30th at Next Door Market and Event Space 955 Gladstone Avenue. This festive indoor market is a celebration of BIPOC makers, culture, and community spirit. Discover handcrafted gift, cozy decor, seasonal treats, and unique creation. With live music and warm community vibes, this holiday market is perfect for beginning your gift shopping season. Visit nextdoorottawa.ca for details. To have your community news or events listed on our website, please go to rogerstv.com. Click on events and post your event. That's it.
Just like any other job, to succeed in the NHL, you gotta take care of business.
You need to know how to motivate fellow employees.
Come on, boys!
It's important to be goal-oriented.
Assist team members whenever possible.
Always put the customer first.
Listen to this builder. This place can't believe what they just saw.
Hey, beats a desk job.
What's wrong with a desk job?
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Well, welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. This next guest is helping make music accessible to everyone regardless of learning style or ability. Joining us is Director of Education Olivia Adams from the Lotus Centre for Special Music Education, a place dedicated to adaptive music lessons, engaging group classes, and camps for individuals with exceptionalities of all ages. There's always school reach out, there's always community reach out, and they're transforming the way music is taught and experienced here right in Ottawa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, what a fantastic program. How long has Lotus Learning Centre been around?
It's been around for 15 years.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And so what is an overview of the sort of the programs that they offer?
Yeah, so we have a lot of diverse programs. So we offer private lessons 7 days a week, and we have a brick and mortar location in Canada, and then we have 3 satellite locations that we offer a couple of days a week, kind of around different neighborhoods in Ottawa. We have summer camps and March break camps and weekend camps, and that's where kids can come for a longer period of time. They get to experience, we call it music circles.
Yeah.
And they also get to play in the sand or the snow, depending on the season.
Yeah.
And our summer camps are always full.
That's fantastic. So the exceptionalities and the learning styles you meet, what are a few of those?
Yeah, so a lot of our students would fall into the neurodivergent community. So whether they're on the autism spectrum, they have any type of learning difficulty, any type of exceptionality. We also have a lot of students with physical disabilities, and so we're able to modify lessons and the instruments that they're playing to be able to work for them.
Okay, so give us an example of where you've seen that great relationship from the student trying to learn and the instrument that best works for them.
For sure. So a great example is I love, part of our programs are workshops that we go into schools. And so I have a classroom that I go into, and all of the students are in wheelchairs and have some physical exceptionalities and are also nonverbal. And so because sometimes they can't grasp to hold the instrument, we have percussion instruments that attach to their wrist that they can play by just moving their arm. We have ones where they can tap their toe. We have these giant, they kind of look like leap pads. They're called stomp pads that they can play just by using their foot. And so if they have that motion, so they don't necessarily need the fine motor skills, but they can have adaptive instruments that use more of the gross motor skills.
Yeah, and the joy that they feel from that, what does that look like?
It is, you know, it is the greatest experience to be able to witness one of those workshops and be involved with the students because their face lights up.
Yeah.
And even though we might not get a verbal response, we can tell by their face, by their body language that they're enjoying making music, and they get to play an instrument that works for them.
That's fantastic. And I'm sure the beat speeds up at some points when they really get it going.
It sure does.
Oh my gosh, that's great. So what, you're sort of offering programs as well for people at home, and you said that you offer it all week long, lessons, but are there some group lessons that kids can take part in?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we have many group classes that run throughout the year. Currently, one of our most popular programs is Rock Band.
Okay.
And Rock Band has turned into, it's an all-boy band at the moment, and we've got drums, guitar.
Everybody at home, listen to that. Yeah, sorry.
We have drums and guitars and bass and pianists and that's run by one of our instructors, Justin Frenette, and he does an amazing job. And they're always learning music that's of interest to the students. I run a program called the Singing Collective, and we start up in January. And the Singing Collective is an adaptive children's choir. So any voice, any ability can join in. And we do songwriting, we sing songs, we learn how to do things collaboratively as a group. And we have a lot of fun while doing it.
Well, what is your background, Olivia? Because this is fantastic, all these programs.
So my background, I have a a master's in music. I studied piano performance. And then a couple years after, I was teaching quite a few students with exceptionalities myself, and I got connected with Erin Parks at the Lotus Center. She's our founder and director. And I took the courses that she offers in adaptive music lessons. And then after I finished those courses, she asked me to come on and be a part of Lotus Center. And so that's how I got connected. And I'm currently working on a PhD looking at adaptations for musicians with exceptionalities.
Wow, what an exciting place to be. Because it's just forever developing. You're just not going to turn back on that.
Yes.
That is fantastic. You're saying that there's lots of music. Are you ever looking for donations of musical instruments or anybody that in the community that can help this program move forward?
For sure. So oftentimes we get requests for instruments, and if they're in good condition and we're able to use them, particularly if they're smaller instruments like percussion instruments and guitars, violins, ukuleles, that sort of thing, then I'll often take a look at them to see, is this something that our program could use and does it need repair? And if it doesn't need repair and it is something our program can use, then we'll often accept donations. We're not necessarily open to accepting huge donations of pianos unless we're in need of a piano. So last year we received three donations of pianos, which was great.
Wow.
So we're fully outfitted with pianos at the moment.
Oh, that's fantastic. And so if people want to find out more about the programs, how can they reach you?
Yeah, they can connect with us at lotuscenter.net. And if you head to the programs tab, it drops down with all of our wonderful programs, private lessons, group lessons, and outreach workshops in schools, and people can connect with the programs there.
Yeah, and we just have 1 minute left. I'd love to talk about the outreach programs in the schools. How can people call on you, because that is a much needed?
Absolutely. So resource teachers, DE program instructors, autism classroom, assessment classrooms, they can all reach out through our website and sign up through outreach, and one of our team members will get in touch with them, and we'll see if we can match an instructor with their program, and we'll bring music class to them.
Wow. Well, you're not only bringing it to them, you're bringing it alive. You're engaging others, and just judging by the smile on your face, it's such a lovely program. I've loved seeing what it's been doing in our community over the last few years. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you need anything more, the website is there. Please get engaged and stick around for our next guest.
Welcome to Community News and Events on Rogers TV Channel 22. I'm Khadija Abdinor. Get ready for the festive season with the Eastern Ontario Craft and Gift Christmas Market happening Saturday, November 29th at the Manotick Legion at 5550 Ann Street. The event runs from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and features over 30 talented vendors. From home decor and artisan food to unique gifts and holiday wonders, admission and parking are free, making it an ideal stop for locals and visitors alike. There will also be door prizes, special treats for kids, and chances to win in a raffle. Whether you're looking to cross off gifts from your list or simply soak up the holiday vibe with Christmas spirit, this market promises a warm, festive experience. To have your community news or events listed on our website, please go to rogerstv.com, click on events, and post your event. That's it.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
Some of Canada's most accomplished and fascinating people share their lives, insights, and stories each week on Canada Files. This season, I'll be speaking with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, music producer David Foster, writer Malcolm Gladwell, and comedian Martin Short, among others. I'm Valerie Pringle. I hope you can join us.
Welcome back. Well, if you have not gotten it, Edible Ottawa magazine is hot off the press, and I have discovered a few gems, starting with my next guest. As the holiday season approaches, what better way to celebrate than with food that brings everyone together? So joining us is Raghu Chanduri, the talented chef and owner of Ayana Restaurant and author of his new cookbook, Gather, Savor, and Share. His philosophy is all about creating meals that connect families, friends, and community, and he's here to share the inspiration and more behind his book. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, well, thank you for jumping literally off the line and coming into the studio. How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, it was a busy lunch, and we had some fun cooking in the kitchen, but ran over here and happy to be here now.
Yeah, and for viewers who might not know exact location of your restaurant, let them know.
We are located on the corner of Queen and O'Connor, right by the Parliament.
Yeah, so it's perfect and busy every day?
Yes, it's
Okay.
picking up, Parliament's back, and people are back to work, and it's awesome. It's a really good community, and we're happy to be there.
Yeah, you actually are all about community and everything else, and I just want to show this lovely book that he has put together. When did you put this out?
So it just released on October 21st, so about a month ago, and it's been about 2 years in the making. So it's a whole team effort. The entire staff at Ayana was working on it with me together, and we're really happy with the end results and really proud of the book.
Yeah, and what was your inspiration behind it?
So growing up in this kitchen industry, you know, we have a lot of mentors and people that we look up to, and a lot of the great chefs, as you probably know, have their cookbooks, and it was always interesting to read that and get insight onto their vision and their philosophy and belief, just besides the plate and what we can kind of see on a day-to-day basis. So
Yeah.
I really wanted to have an outlet to not only communicate with our clients, but as well as the staff, and share their story, our story, and document what we're doing at Ayana.
Yeah, no, it's lovely, and there's lots in there. In fact, I could show it all. You've got a couple of photos there. But your philosophy is sort of that gathering around the table. So this is a perfect time to have this out as a holiday classic. But what do you mean when you're saying that philosophy? Because it goes just beyond family.
Absolutely. So, of course, we all have to eat to survive, but as we evolve, I think eating and sharing a meal has become sort of an entertainment and therapeutic as well, right? So I always recommend, you know, eat with somebody and share that moment and focus on the food. Nowadays, everybody's on the phone or something and kind of distant from what's at hand. So I think sitting down at a table, sharing those moments with literally your family, friends, your neighbors, whoever it could be, and just making something out of nothing, really.
Yeah, out of nothing. Well, you're making quite a few things in here. What's your background in becoming to who you are today, like an amazing chef and author?
Thank you. Yeah, so I studied at the Culinary Institute of America in Napa Valley.
Wow.
It graduated in 2017, and that was a really good experience. Just going to California, it opened up my eyes, literally, and the amount of produce and great restaurants and just the whole entire environment was really inspirational. So I wanted to come back to Ottawa and share a little bit of what I picked up along the way there.
Yeah, and you do keep things still local.
Yes.
So is that a bit of a challenge coming into the winter years, or have you got your savvy moves?
I mean, we focus on Canadian cuisine, and Canadians are fantastic historically at preserving. So we use a lot of preserved, fermented, pickled products to add a little bit of a winter element to our dishes, but I think it's not too much of a challenge. If anything, it's inspirational to find ingredients that are local, that are Canadian, coming from our waters, our air, and highlighting those and showcasing it on our cuisine.
And you do showcase quite a few in here. Can you share a few of your favorite recipes that we'd find in here?
Yeah, there's a lot of different varieties of recipes in this book. It really, if I could say, it's encompasses the multiculturalism of Canada. And some of my favorites are the Acadian chowder, especially in this winter time. It's going to be awesome. And my all-time favorite would be the butter chicken. So that's something we don't serve at the restaurant, but all these dishes are things that the staff like to cook themselves and eat themselves. So we want to bring that into your kitchen at home.
Oh, I love that. I actually didn't know that. So it's not necessarily everything you'd find at the restaurant, but it's everyone's favorites.
Exactly. So we also prepare a meal during the day for us, the team, and these are all of those dishes. So you'll even find pizza in there and stuff, a lot of fun stuff. So
okay, I mean, how much fun was it putting this cookbook together?
it was a lot of fun, because like the nature of the recipes, they are very easy, lighthearted, and not too finicky with tweezers or extreme garnishes. So
okay, good. You see a lot of people at home going, "Oh, okay, I could do that. I could do that."
Everything you can do at home. You don't need any fancy equipment. You just need a passion to want to cook.
Well, you do offer quite a few tips in the book, though. Can you tell the viewers at home? Because those are the kinds of things people really want to know. Like, how does someone so good as you share your talents?
So these tips are just literally everything that I've been taught. It's nothing brand new, nothing that I've invented, but they're little things that I believe all the new cooks in our field should be picking up, and if they have them in their arsenal, I think they'll be set up to go far in their career.
Okay, just give me one or two that I'd be inspired by.
Keep a clean kitchen and stay organized, because if you're messy and all over the place, then you can't really get anything done.
Yeah.
So that's the number one rule at Ayana, just stay clean, stay organized, and we can figure the rest out later.
Okay. And how many people were collaborating on this cookbook?
It's involves a lot of different parties, you know, from the editor to the people making the index, to checking the punctuation, the publisher, but at the team it was about literally everybody, so around 15 people. Even the front of house teams were pairing and trying and giving their feedback, so it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Okay, this cookbook will be available at your store. It's available online, but in the last minute, what are you doing over the holidays at Ayana?
We are actually going to be closing for the Christmas week, so it's nice to give the team, you know, we spend a lot of time at the restaurant, so they deserve to have some time with their family and enjoy the holidays, but we're hosting a special event on New Year's, which is going to be 8 courses and all special dishes that you haven't seen before, so do give us a shot.
Okay, so there's still room.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations. Gather, savor, and share is something you want to add to your Christmas gift and holiday list. Stay tuned for our next guest. There's more to come.
The moment I started to feel more connected to the world was when I reached out to the foundation for funding for a camera. It gave me a way to process what I was feeling, and I began to heal. When I was coming into care, I was very reserved, I was very shy, and it gave me hope to see that there is an organization who knows that supporting a young person's passion is important for mental health. I wouldn't have had that chance without funding from Children's Aid Foundation of Canada.
This week on Canada Files, the music director of the Metropolitan Opera, Yannick Nézet-Séguin. He knew at age 10 he wanted to conduct, and now he stands at the podium of the largest arts organization in the world.
Join us for season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, right here on Rogers TV.
Just like any other job, to succeed in the NHL, you gotta take care of business.
You need to know how to motivate fellow employees. Come on, boys! It's important to be goal-oriented.
Assist team members whenever possible.
Always put the customer first.
Listen to this builder. This place can't believe what they just saw.
Hey, beats a desk job.
What's wrong with a desk job?
Taking care of business every day.
The This is Ben Weiss of the Historical Society of Ottawa. Join us for a new series here on Rogers TV, where we explore Ottawa's fascinating history, the people, places, and events that shape the city we live in today. Join us as we go time traveling exclusively on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. I dressed up for my next guest because Jennifer Nickel is a true Ottawa's art community gem. Jennifer from Jennifer's Flying Colors is an accomplished artist, teacher, and creative force, offering everything from commissioned portraits to art therapy, programs in schools, classrooms, senior residents, and more. And today she's here to share her passion and creativity with a special on-air tutorial for easy festive holiday cards. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you very much, Julie.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, thank you for being here. I have to say to viewers, probably 20 years ago, I met Jennifer at a paint night, which was fantastic, where I think everyone at the table said, no way can we make any of these beautiful things. And in no time, mine is still framed on my wall. So,
nice.
Thank you. What do you love doing right now? Because you have just been everywhere doing everything.
Well, right now I'm really enjoying team building. I'm doing a team building for CAA next month, and I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, working with teams, collaborating with them, and it's fun.
And what's the joy that you bring when you get to the table? Because you're just not one or two painters. Like, you're going to show me, but you have upwards of how many people in the room?
Well, sometimes it can be up to 100, or typically it's 40 people. Yeah. So I get there and I go step by step. And what happens is we turn it into a collaborative piece of art as well. So they get to walk away with the finished piece, but they also do, for one of the Montessori schools, I did sunflowers, and everyone painted a petal. And then I gathered it together and poured resin on it, and it became a large encaustic piece of art for the school to hang.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, so that's lots of fun.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so what are we going to do today?
We're going to warm up, and we're going to paint a card.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is going to hold our brush high.
Yeah.
And we're going to say, ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh la la. Okay.
Okay.
Now, put your brush in the blue bowl and
Okay.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And go side to side with water.
Okay.
On your paper. Want lots of water.
Okay.
There you go. You can
And so what type of painting is this going to be?
This is, it's called Wet on Wet.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the base of a watercolor card.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can use this brush if you'd like it at any point. So choose a color, wet your brush with pigment, and then stroke side to side.
Okay.
Awesome. Ooh la la, you chose
I
orange.
know. Wow,
Nice.
just a little bright.
Yeah, love it. And then
Okay, now I'm nervous. Which
another
next?
color.
Well, yeah.
Well, remember what happens if you mix too many colors together, it'll go mucky on you. So maybe let's stick to 3 colors for this.
Okay. Oh, I probably should have cleaned.
Oh, clean off in the green bowl,
clean off
please.
your, I know,
Yes,
the rules, okay.
Okay,
I'm just gonna do yellow, okay. Oh, I like yours. I'm just gonna add a little bit of blue. Okay.
Go for it. And what are you gonna get when yellow and blue touch?
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
You get a little green. Okay,
Thank
so with
you.
the salt and
Yeah.
the seashells, sprinkle.
Okay.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Oh, so, oh, nice, okay.
And that soaks up the pigment. And then it leaves this cool effect. when it's
Really?
dry. Yeah.
Did we just finish our cards?
Well, we finished step 1 of the card, so we'll put this down to dry.
Okay, I'm just gonna show everybody at home what it's gonna look like a little bit, and it's not gonna drip. See, okay, there we go. That's one of our cards.
Yeah.
You're right, this is easy. Okay.
So now,
okay,
we're going to wet our
It's hummingbird.
We're going to wet our hummingbird.
Yeah.
So I keep going under the table. I have my oh, here's my hummingbird.
Okay.
So we have our hummingbird. So what we're going to do is we're going to wet our hummingbird.
I'm gonna clean off my brush.
Clean off your brush.
Okay.
Go to the clean water.
Just wet the hummingbird.
Yes, please.
Okay, just
But not
inside
the
the
beak,
lines?
not the beak.
Not the beak.
Yeah.
Okay. I love doing. You know what? This is so lovely. When you're in a group of people, you actually, first of all, look at all your friends to see what they're coloring, but you also get into your own art, which is so calming.
Yes.
And I guess that's why it's a therapy in some ways.
So you can move to a smaller brush now.
Okay.
And you're going to come into your...
Any color?
Any color.
Wet
It's
your
your
breath.
bird.
Okay.
This is how I did.
Okay. Well, I do like my blues. I'm going to try blue.
You can
And
have
then
fun
just-
with it.
Okay.
So you're going to paint your wings.
Mm-hmm.
Go around. Don't paint your eyeball.
Okay.
Save that. Stroke in. Add some more colors.
Oh, I almost went outside the lines,
Oh,
but that's okay, right?
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so actually, why don't you just stop a moment?
Okay.
And watch me. So the end of your brush,
Yeah.
we're going to come into the wings and we're going to score them. We're going to push, 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 and it's going to leave lines that look like individual feathers when it's dry.
Oh my goodness, that is fun.
Nice.
So easy. Jennifer, how long have you been an artist?
Well, my whole life, I think.
Yeah,
ever
I
since
guess
was a
that's
little
a
girl.
little thing that-
Yep. But yes, I used to. My father was a developer, so I used to work for him in the sales office. And I went to the Auto School of Art in the morning. So the sales office opened at 1, so every morning I went to the Auto School of Art. And I specialized in choosing watercolors. So I had really great teachers. And Nickel also would go with me. We both worked in the sales office.
Really? Oh
that's
my
that
gosh,
story.
that's
So
where the
that's where it
natural
started.
comes from.
Yeah.
Okay, and if people want to get in touch with you and have this sort of night or day or team building, what would you say their best bet is to do?
To email me.
Okay, perfect. We've got all your information there. Okay.
Okay, now let's paint your beak.
Okay. With okay, I'm painting my beak.
Whatever color you like.
Okay, I've only ever seen really one color, but I'm gonna change it
Oh,
up
we could
maybe.
have fun with colors.
That is the other part too, right?
So the idea behind this composition is there's your bird, and then we'd let it dry and then do the background. But we started with our background, so you understand.
Super.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to show everybody the beginning of my birds.
And
It's a
tip
little
it,
wet.
But that's what you like.
But that's what we like. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, this is my bird, and I shouldn't have tipped it up because I should let it dry a little bit.
No, it's
but
all
super
good.
easy. Jennifer, how... I'm not even going to ask any more questions. I just want everybody to look at my beauty. But maybe we could take a look at all the other options, because this is a really great time for holiday cards and holiday things, so that everybody can get in touch with you and do that. Thank you so much for taking your time and being with me.
Well, thank you, Julie.
And everyone at home, super fun, super easy, team building. Families are getting together. This is your time to take advantage of Jennifer's Flying Colors. Don't go back. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Community News and Events on Rogers TV, Channel 22. I'm Khadija Abdinor. The Super Saturdays program returns to the main branch of the Ottawa Public Library on Saturday, November 8th at 2 p.m., continuing weekly until December 13th. This drop-in, family-friendly event offers a variety of activities for children and caregivers. You'll find crafts, movies, and STEM-inspired projects. The program encourages hands-on learning in a relaxed, welcoming environment. No registration is required, though attendees are advised to arrive a little early to secure space and fully enjoy the engaging activities. Programs are available in both English and French. Your family's Saturdays just got even more super. Visit vividly.ottawalibrary.ca or scan the QR code on the screen for more details. To have your community news or events listed on our website, please go to rogerstv.com, click on events, and post your event. That's it.
Music and Beyond, one of Canada's most dynamic classical music festivals. From stirring symphonies to intimate chamber performances, experience concert highlights filmed live in beautiful venues across Ottawa. It's more than music. It's art, literature, culture, and community, all coming together on one stage. Music and Beyond presents, only on Rogers TV.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Welcome to Ottawa in the Know. I'm Julie Findlay. I'm happy to be here to show you everything from bike trails to kitchen tales and all the things in between that make Ottawa so great. Welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. It just gets better with learning and experiencing. Our next guest is making learning fun and accessible for families everywhere. Margie Williams is an Ottawa-based mom, educator, and founder of Watch the Learning. It creates engaging workshops and resources that help children thrive, from printable activities and games to her new workshops coming up. Everyday Math Magic is a good one, and Margie's mission is to make learning playful, meaningful, and connected. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. Quite nervous.
Yeah, no, don't be nervous. I do think that we're birds of a feather now that I've just done a bird myself, because we have the same philosophy, which is what?
Connection-based learning.
Yeah.
My biggest philosophy is that the most impactful learning that can happen for any person, but our children especially, is when it's focused and rooted in connection. So like at home with our parents, with loving adults, that's when our kids are going to get the most out of their learning experiences.
And is this how you came to this whole workshop and business idea?
Yeah, I mean, I had been working with kids and families for like more than 10 years, and I really wanted a chance to share some of the ideas that I had with other busy families, because it's intense sometimes with kids. I've got a school-age kid and a 3-year-old, and between extracurriculars and dinner and homework, we don't have a ton of time to connect and play. And so I really wanted to make what little time we have as impactful as possible. And I figured if I was doing it, probably everybody else is looking for it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted to create these opportunities for parents to dig in with me.
Okay, well, you're talking about the Math Magic, and I know we probably have missed a workshop, but it's something that you're really inspired by. And do you have something here to show us a little bit of what we could do?
Yeah, so I brought 3 activities that we'll have at the workshop on Saturday. And so we're going to start with just roll the dice bingo, because that's a game I think everybody feels confident in.
Okay.
We've all played bingo before in one form or another.
Basic bingo.
Basic bingo. So the printables that I'm putting up on my Etsy shop are going to include like the blank page here, and then we've got some smaller cards, and we've got the larger ones for different ages of learners. And my take on it is to add some dice, which is like something most families have around. And so we can keep it as basic and as simple as we want, with just some numeracy, reading the dice, reading our numbers, or we can take it as complicated as we want. And so, we can add multiplication, we can add all kinds of different questions and addition into these sorts of games, depending on where our kids are developmentally.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you win bingo, you get a bigger prize if you add your whole row together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like over the weekend while I was packing for this, my kiddo had his friend over, and the two of them stole this from my packing because they thought it was
such a good game.
Right? I was like, okay, yeah, quietly, you may steal that, because you know. And then I came out a few minutes later. They were multiplying the dice instead of adding, because the adding was too simple for them. So they decided it was a skill testing question. You had to multiply, figure out what the answer was, and then you could add them together to figure out if you had it on your card.
Oh my gosh, see, that's so fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of that whole philosophy of if you build it, they will come and they will build on top of it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
okay, I love the numbers. So what other things have you got?
So this other one that I've brought here is, I call it Number Race, and it's sort of a get up and go game. So I take these cards and I put them all over my living room or my house or wherever.
Oh, I like it.
Sometimes I hide them, sometimes I tape them to the wall, sometimes it's like a guessing game. And I usually put the start here card somewhere where everybody starts touching the card, and then I either roll the dice to get a number, or I just call out the number sometimes, and they have to run in the room and find it and touch it. So when I'm making dinner and I'm chopping vegetables and the pasta is boiling behind me and my kids are just like climbing the walls, this is one of my favorites, when I'm just like, 15. Everyone, go find 15.
And that's one they can never find.
Exactly.
No, just kidding. It is fun that way. Oh, that's so great.
And then sometimes my son will take them and he'll hide them on me, and then I get a chance to have to go and find them. So it's like a two-way for the two of us to connect, and it's just, it's great.
And it's so great, and especially if you have older siblings and younger siblings, this game that you can keep repeating itself.
Exactly, yeah. My 3-year-old, she's not ready yet to read the numbers on her own, but running with her brother is probably the best thing that's ever happened to her. And so this is a chance for them to play together, but without the stress of him having to adapt his game to meet her needs or to bring himself down to her level. Like they're both playing at their own level and together.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, let's keep going.
So this is my last thing that I adore, and so I'll let you pull that one up.
No, I didn't even know. It was part of the game.
This is what I call an adding machine, and it can also be a subtraction machine.
Okay.
And it's just silly. This is toilet paper rolls that I've taped together.
Okay.
It's so simple.
Super easy. 3 rolls, I'm taking it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so then I bring out beads or pom-poms or whatever we've got around the house that's going to fit down the tube, and we take a known number. So we have 10 beads. Yeah. And we put them down. And then in the 2 different baskets.
Oh my goodness. You have to make your double number by counting them.
Exactly.
So that is so fun.
It's the beginning of decomposing numbers. So that's addition and that's subtraction, but it's in a fun and more interesting manner. I sometimes put out papers so that they're writing down the questions, and they find it really funny. My son especially, when I give him the answer and he has to figure out what the question is, right? So it's math, but it's a little different. And it fits his need. That's his sort of take on it. Some kids might not love that. That's okay, but we can adapt it in all kinds of different ways.
You know what, right away what I thought my basic one would be is can you get a number bigger? So you're kind of doing probabilities. So you've got this side, and then, and that's the thing. It's the kid in us that comes out, and you and I are lucky because we do have education backgrounds, but we all have been educated. So it's those simple things. Before we do go, we've got a minute left. Tell people how they could take advantage of this on your Etsy store and with you specifically.
So my brand is called Watch the Learning, and so that's me on Instagram and also on Etsy, Watch the Learning. So I'm going to have options for these sort of math activities that I'm including in my Math Magic workshop up very shortly, and then I plan on expanding, especially as the holidays are coming, and I know kids are going to be off for a couple of weeks from school, and they're really, they thrive on a little bit of routine and predictability, right? And that means sort of like math-centered games or something that's going to engage them. So if you're home with your kiddos, or maybe grandma and grandpa are taking the kiddos for a day or two, these are really great activities that are easy to pull off.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's that idea of kind of working on things that they might need help with, but they don't know they need help with. So it's thinking outside the box. So you kind of have a little filtered idea of what activities people could engage in.
Exactly. And they can all be adapted depending on where your kid is at that day and developmentally, right? Some kids wake up on the wrong side of the bed. That's not the day to start challenging them. That's the day to go and sort of meet them where they're at. And then all of these games are super flexible like that.
Do you have some of those parent tips as well?
I do.
Okay, good. Thank you. This is fantastic. Congratulations. This is a platform that a lot of parents need, caregivers, grandparents, everybody else. Enjoy your holidays. Everybody else, you will enjoy your holidays. Please find her on all of those avenues, and you'll have a happily ever after. We'll be right back with a lot more.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdswell, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
Are you a content creator looking to expand your audience and make your voice heard in your community? Rogers TV wants to provide you with a platform to share your hobbies, interests, and stories for free. Visit us to find out more.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm so happy to have these prosthetic legs. I wear them every day so I can do all the things I love to do. I like to hike, skate, and do gymnastics. Because of your donations, Williams is able to give me these devices. When you donate, you help kids like me. Thank you.
If you're looking for straightforward recipes that are surefire crowd pleasers and really delicious, I hope you'll tune in to Season 5 of my show, Paula Roy's Favorite Foods on Rogers TV. There's everything from mouth-watering salads to delicious make-ahead meals, lots of baking, even some pickles, and I'm sure there's something for everyone in this season's lineup. I'll offer some ideas to help make your time in the kitchen more effective and fun, and perhaps you'll even watch it with your whole family.
Welcome back to Ottawa in the Know. I am super excited to shine a spotlight on a program that's skating its way into the hearts of students at Frank Ryan Public School. Skate Forward takes place every Friday when educators Alicia Davis and Taylor Burns bring students to the rink not just to learn how to skate, but to build confidence, friendships, and a stronger sense of community. And joining us today are the inspiring teachers, not only, but student coaches and some of the new skaters themselves, here to share the joy, challenges, and the lessons learned on the way of this program. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm going to start with teachers. So right away, what did you just observe in your school community that brought you to this idea of Skate Forward?
For sure. Our school, over the last couple of years, has really focused on community, building community, having students feel like they belong to something. Alicia and I, in conversation last year, started talking about what could we do for our newcomers, the new Canadians, the people looking to find some place to belong. And we thought, as hockey players ourselves, what could be a better activity than learning to skate?
Yeah.
So from there, that was kind of where the program took off, and it's grown into what it is today.
Okay, and it couldn't take off without doing a few things. Alicia, how did you get this program working?
Yeah, so to start, it was just kind of getting the whole program running and what we could do, and searching for ways to fund it. As we know, as hockey players and hockey families, it's quite a big expense, and so we reached out to some funding places through the Ottawa Catholic School Board, through the CFO grant, and through there we were able to get that funding that we would need for equipment, skates, hockey helmets, and ice time as well. So starting there, and then after that, it just getting the students that would benefit most from it. And as Taylor was saying, I think 13% of our population at our school are new Canadians. So finding a space for them that they'll able to feel like they're part of that community, it worked out really well. So,
yeah, and then I guess the next thing is you needed the students.
Yes.
Exactly.
So we've got three students here, and you're part of the engagement. You're the ones helping so what's your background with skating and hockey and everything else?
Yeah, so I started hockey about 4 years ago, and I play for the Nepean Wildcats now, and yeah.
And so you're pretty happy to jump on board?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
what's your role every Friday?
Yeah, so every Friday I go to the rink with everybody and keep teaching them how to skate by doing some drills and stuff.
Okay, great. And so what was your experience sort of when you brought your first team students here on the rink?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Just getting on the ice for the first time, it was super exciting to see them all having fun and just having lots of laughs on the ice.
Okay, well, I am going to grab this because I'm mostly excited to talk to Evan and Lulia. This was your first time getting on skates?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, and how did you feel about it when they said, okay, we've got some skates, we've got some slippery ice, you're on?
I was nervous at the start, and it was hard.
It was hard. Okay, talk me through it, because we've all been there the first time we were on skates. Like, were you like me, like just grabbing onto the sides?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, and how are you doing today?
I got better at it.
Yeah?
And
are there some funny moments that you can share with our viewers of your goals to where you're at today?
When my friends first started, they would like slip off, fall off, and then I'll laugh at them and all that stuff.
Until you got on the ice and slipped yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Lulia, how did you like the experience of first getting on the ice?
I liked it. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And
me and my friends slipping and falling down, and we still got up though.
Yeah, you did. And were you happy to have the helmets and the sticks and?
Yeah, I was pretty happy, and they had skates and helmets for everyone, so it was safe and good.
Okay, and do you have a family at home that want to learn how to skate too?
Yeah, my brother and sister. I'm looking forward to teach them like when the snow comes.
Okay, so as far as the Canadian winter sport or indoor sport, was it pretty easy, the learning curve from like the first couple times to now?
Pretty sure not really.
No. But what advice are you going to give to your family or friends that maybe haven't tried skating?
That like not to.
Yeah.
Okay. Not to give up. Like if they fall down, we all have been there. Like you fall down and you still can get up and try again.
Yeah, that's fair, for sure. And I'm just going to pass it back to you because you have been in hockey and you have been part of skating.
Yeah.
What are some of the skills that you learned that you found yourself imparting right away to these kids?
Yeah, so one of my favorite things that my coach has told me is like mistakes are proof that you're trying, and just never give up. Take one step at a time and you'll reach your goal at some point. And that's just like always stuck with me since day one.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I'm just going to grab this back. I know I'm always doing it in different angles. Evan, have you met some new friends through this experience?
I met a couple's friend.
Yeah, but you pretty much know everybody at the school anyways? Yeah. Are you going to be teaching anyone now that you know how to skate? Is there anybody looking for your experience?
None of my families are interested in skating, so not really.
Oh, I don't know. Once they see you on the canal, it's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to give it back to you. You have some news for these students on November 28th. Some exciting things are happening.
Absolutely. So on November 28th, we are going to have some of the Ottawa Senators group join us with Spartacat at the rink with some other employees of the Sens organization, as well as some other kind of key people from the Ottawa area, just to celebrate what a great thing we have and what great accomplishments you students have had, whether you're coaching or whether you're learning to skate, and really celebrate the accomplishments and that sense of community that we've created here at Frank Ryan over a few short ice times. So looking forward to keeping it going.
Yeah, and I'm just asking you, of course, how are you feeling about the program?
It's kind of taken off more than I ever thought. Off more than I ever thought it would.
Yeah.
You know, a small idea of taking a little group of kids to learn to skate and kind of have a Canadian tradition or a Canadian activity in their back pocket to go out on Christmas break and skate with their friends has now turned into something that we have student leaders showing their passion. We have kids who the first day literally wouldn't let go of the boards to now skating around, playing hockey.
How that feels.
It's just awesome to see and kind of how the growth around it and people supporting it. So it's been really amazing to see.
Awesome. And Alicia, what would you say to other schools that are maybe thinking about putting this program together and might be reluctant, not showing of any help or
no, I think it's mostly just that it is possible and reaching out to the right people and having, like, knowing that your students are keen to try these new things, and as soon as you have a couple people interested, all of a sudden it snowballs and you're able to create this, like, such a beautiful experience. I know when we go to the ice, it's such an amazing way to spend a Friday, so even that should be more motivation than enough to start a program like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Creating a space for these students and any student to learn to skate, but also just to be with each other, not in the classroom, and having fun. And no, it's been
being kids.
Wonderful.
Yeah, being kids. Do you agree it's a thumbs up type of program?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for getting on that ice. I totally know the first day I learned. Thank you so much for taking the time. And thank you to two teachers. That's what we need in our schools, is people that take the time, the dedication, and taking that time to have one of the greatest pastimes of Canadians. Yes. We're all in it together. Thank you. And thank you everybody for joining in. Tune us in next time for Ottawa in the Know.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
unscripted, uninterrupted coverage of events by Canada's business leaders, visionaries, and social figures. Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Just like any other job, to succeed in the NHL, you gotta take care of business.
You need to know how to motivate fellow employees. Come on, boys!